Hey everybody, how are you doing? This is Sewa Badaki, and today this is your global girl talking about Nigeria. It's the Global Insight session where we go into different countries and explore what exactly are the business opportunities in that country. And today we are exploring Nigeria. So, just last week we had a meeting with one of the chambers of commerce. They were here visiting in the United States, and we had an opportunity to meet with them and their leaders and hear about some of the opportunities that are happening in their state. And so I just want to give you a quick overview about the country, and then I'm going to dig right into what kind of investment opportunities there are in that country and where you can see where you can fit in. So I want to tell you about Nigeria as being one of the, not only is it the most populous country in the continent of Africa. It's with over 180 million people in the country, but it's also their economy is actually the strongest, and that's something really to be boasting about and really to get excited about. And this country also is also working on, they're looking to attract foreign investors, and so we can see that in fact as their ease of doing business. And I told you last time that each country is numbered by the World Bank with a number of the ease of doing business. This number basically talks about how easy it is to not only do business, but how to obtain licenses, how to if you need to get construction permits, if you need to pay taxes, all the things that we need to do to function well in a business. This country has risen 24 points on the list of ease of doing business. And so because of that, they are now 145 out of 190. And that is something to really be interested in. So what it tells us is that they are very interested in doing international business, and they are putting in the things in place to make sure it actually happens. The other thing I wanted to let you know about is their English. English is the widely spoken language of the country. Of course, you know that each one of their tribes have their own languages, which ranges in probably over 700. But if you are going to be transacting English, you will probably find that the most people that you need to do business with not only speaks English, but speaks it fluently. As you know, the history of the country had a lot of missionaries at one time who did actually run most of the schools, the Catholic Church, and so a lot of people have learned English and probably will speak mostly in the British, because the British did rule Nigeria, will be speaking British English as well. So that is also very interesting. Nigeria is a country that is comprised of Muslims and Christians, and if you go to the northern part of Nigeria, you will find a lot of Muslims there, whereas in the southern part of Nigeria, they are mostly Christians. Now, that's enough about the country. Let's get into the most exciting part, right? Where can I invest and where should we invest? This country is mostly known for oil, right? And most people know them for the amount of oil that they have available and the fact that they do a lot of oil exporting. But one of the things what we want to really focus on now is that the country is looking to diversify their exports. They're looking to diversify their imports, and also just their whole investment portfolio. And so therefore they're really, really focusing a lot on agriculture. And so agriculture is one area that is wide open, and it's such I would probably say in a very infant stage in terms of investment. And so right now what you will see is a lot of investment happening in Nigeria in terms of exporting, right? So there's a lot of agriculture being exported in the raw material form. And so that's why I would say it's still in the infant stage, and there's so many opportunities available in terms of investing, in terms of manufacturing, in terms of processing. So let's think about what is there. They have yams. They have, of course, their own spices that are also there. They also have yam. I did say yam. They also have a lot of sugar, which can be used if you're someone who's into making chewing gum. Of course, you know they have cocoa. They also have a lot of shea butter, and we know that there's such a craze right now where we're having so many shea butter products that are also there. They have lots of fruits and vegetables. They have cut flowers. So I'm not going to go into all the different products that are available, but just know that they're very rich in agriculture in terms of spices, in terms of commodities, and they also are looking for people to show them and partner with them and invest in the place and for manufacturing. So if you are into specialty foods, this is some place that you definitely want to look at, because you can get so many items there. If you are into chewing gum, this is someplace you want to look. If you're into beauty products, this is definitely someplace you want to look for your resources. Another place is, energy. They're definitely looking for a lot of people who can come and do renewable energy. And when we're talking about energy, if you know anything about the country, that they also have right now, they have an energy shortage. So if you're coming in with an energy solution, that would definitely be welcome. And that's anywhere from something to solar, also to, any way that you wanted to provide energy. Then some of the other things that this is very unique to, I'm going to say Kwara State, because this is who we met with last week, would be they're looking for people who know how to construct emissions machines. And so, most cars, in most countries, you go through a safety check where you're checking your emissions to make sure that you're making sure you're keeping the air clean. So if this is you, if you're in the manufacturing, this is a machine that you actually have some technical knowledge on how to build, or you already have a manufacturing and looking for another location, you may want to consider Kwara State. Waste recycle is another place that they're looking. So if you're anything with waste management is definitely an area I would say, from just living there for so long, that it's in an immature state, and so needs some development. And this is everywhere from recycling to disposal, just a wide open area. And then transportation. So, and this is also something that's very unique to Kwara State, where they're looking for riverboats, because they're looking now to do some tourism as well. So this is just some information I have available that you want to look at for Nigeria. So this week we're talking about the global insights, and we're looking at Nigeria and all the investment opportunities that are there. If you want to have more information, or you want to dig deeper into it, or even interested in visiting Nigeria, send me a message. I would love to chat with you and connect you with a potential buyer, or so you can be an investor in that country. I'm Sewa Badaki, your global girl. Have an amazing day.